How's it going? Welcome back. I want to talk about standing out today. How do you stand out? It's funny to me how few businesses are trying to stand out, right? It seems to me most businesses are trying not to stand out, especially in the home services and contracting business. But you have a huge opportunity to stand out. And let's talk about 7 different ways that you can stand out from the crowd. And I think by the end of this, you're going to have some really, really good ideas. And by standing out, that means people remember you. That means people want to do more business with you. And that means more business referrals, people passing your name along, right? Everything just goes up when you stand out. So what are these ways? How can we stand out? So number 1, I think, is your name. This isn't going to be for everybody. Not everyone's okay with changing their name. Not everyone's in a position where they can even change their name. But if you have a name that people can remember, that is a big way to stand out from your competition and make it much easier for people to do business with you and look up your brand specifically when they need a service. So that's number 1. Number 2 is your branding, especially with your vehicles. Vehicles are basically moving billboards. In fact, there are now semi-trucks being branded that people are paying for to put their brand on and have the trucks drive around in their city, right? So it's huge. You have this opportunity to brand your vehicles in a way that sticks out. And I have an image here that I wanted to bring up. What here sticks out, right? This comes from this image that we took while we were driving to Salt Lake. You can see there's this Yes branded truck. It sticks out from everybody else. It's bad picture quality, but you kind of get the idea here, right? Your trucks are these branded ambassadors, and you can use those to stick out and be memorable. Okay. Number 3 is your offer. It's not easy to come up with an offer that will really make you stick out. But if you can find something in your niche that's related to your business, that's unique, and that draws people's attention, that kind of an offer can really help you stick out in the sea of everybody doing the same thing. Free estimates, 10% off, whatever, right? You think of somebody like Tom's Shoes, who said, we're going to donate a pair of shoes, right? Or the first pizza company to ever say 30 minutes or it's free, right? Now that's not really unique, but it was very unique at its time, right? So that's the kind of stuff that can really separate you from the crowd and help motivate people to do business with you. So that's number 3, is your offer. Number 4, we have what I like, jingles. I think jingles are still underrated ways to really get your brand out there, get people to remember your brand, and separate yourself. Maybe you're going to do a radio ad. That's a really good way to still get that jingle out there. But even adding it to your social media, to your videos that you produce, putting it everywhere out there and getting people to hear your jingle with your name in it, that is a great way for you to stand out and for people to recognize your business and remember your brand. So jingles. Okay. Now, number 5 is professionalism. I think that you can really stick out by being at a certain level of professionalism when you show up to people's houses. That means when everyone on the crew is in a uniform. Maybe they all have the same hat. Maybe it's just a polo with the name of the business, right? These ways, this kind of uniformity, right, shows people that your business has a purpose and that it follows a certain system, and it helps people trust that you're going to do the job in a certain way, right? It just gives people that they're organized, right? They're going to have a system. They're going to have a certain way of doing things. They're going to have procedures and checks and balances. That all comes with professionalism and doing things to make your business look more uniform and systematic. It helps people trust they're going to get the same service, right? Every house that you go to is going to get the same service, right? So professionalism is number 5. Number 6 is technology. I think this is really, really big. If even just showing up to a house with an iPad and having something to show people on like an iPad, I think it tells people that you're more organized, you're more technology oriented, and that you're going to give them the most advanced technology that they can get in your service, even if there isn't that much advanced technology. These kind of things, I think showcasing some kind of technology during your sales presentation or during your process at all really helps people feel like you're giving them a quality, advanced product or service. So I think that's another way you can really stick out, is that. And then number 7 is turning I'll say reviews, but what more I want to say is turning your customers into fans. This is not something that is easy to do. It's not something that very many people are good at doing, but I think by considering it, having a strategy, coaching your customers on how to leave reviews, but just a business who can get customers to overexert their effort and leave really long reviews that are detailed. They really talk about the business, where they're more like a fan of the business than they are just a customer. I think if you can master getting customer reviews like this, you are going to stick out from everyone else, right? That is not something that happens very often. It's very rare. You put these things together, hopefully there's something here you can grab, right? Or maybe multiple things you can grab, or try to do all of them. But doing these kind of things to separate yourself from your competition and thinking deeply about what makes you different and how you can humor, personality, brand personality, right? All of this stuff, right? Anything you can do to separate yourself from everyone else. Don't try to blend in. Try to separate. You want to be unique. That is going to be huge for your business. If you want to talk more about your business and any of these topics, or just building your business generally with marketing, josh@brightbeamseo.com or visit Brightbeam SEO. I'd love to talk more. Otherwise, we'll see you tomorrow. Thanks.